Hello folks and welcome to day 19 of my Football Manager Mobile Christmas Challenge. I'm Kev. Yes, I got that side almost right. This tree belongs to Keith Boylett, who is KeithB2711 on Twitter. If you want to say thank you to Keith for his tree, or just tell him how awesome it looks, that would be ace. But this isn't all about Keith's tree, as much as we all wish it was. We're getting towards the business end of this League One season now, and it is time to play some Football Manager. So, important news for anyone who's maybe missed the last couple of days is that we are on the run of form of our lives and somehow managed to find ourselves only just making it back into the playoff spots at the moment. 36 games in, we're on 60 points, just made it back into 6th place on the last episode. But inexplicably, that leaves us just 2 points off top of the league. We are now in a situation with 10 games to go where not only are the playoffs looking a lot more likely than they have at any point throughout the rest of the season, but we could genuinely go and win the league. If we win the next 10 games, we will win the league. I am certain of it. So, in order to make sure we have something to show you on Christmas Eve, I'd kind of like the playoffs, but I'm not going to object if we keep on winning. And to that end, we're going to continue with Captain Quick Pick picking the team for me, and this is the team that he has selected. So we've got Bond in goal, a back four of Hughes, Tafazoli, Baldwin and Shepherd. I think this is the first time in about 15 matches we've done a proper adult back four. We've got Grant, Doty and Da Silva Lopez in midfield with Maddison, Marriott and Edwards as our front three. That is about as full strength as our team gets. If that team isn't good enough to go out and beat Charlton, we were never going to be capable of putting a team out that would be capable of going and beating Charlton. So, fingers crossed, that's exactly what we go and do. I am a little bit nervous. The pressure had been off for quite a long time. But Da Silva Lopez, with less than 3 minutes on the clock, puts us 1-0 up. I haven't seen him score for a good long while. But clearly, he still has it in him. He scored a few goals early in the season, if I recall. And then it's gone a little bit quiet. That man hasn't gone quiet at any point this season, though. Super Jack Marriott makes it 2-0 after 21 minutes. And I am getting a little bit giddy now at the prospect of where we might find ourselves at the end of this episode. Never mind at the end of the series, because it's not been on the cards, promotion. And all of a sudden, it's looking like it could be a possibility. We're really struggling for possession. We've only had 38% of the possession in this game. But when you've got Jack Marriott up front, you don't need a lot of possession. He's just absolutely clinical. I imagine this is what being a Leicester fan at their height was like when they won the league. Never had any possession, but give Jamie Vardy the ball and he'll probably score a goal. And that's pretty much the situation we're in here. We don't really need much of the ball. We just need it long enough to give it to Marriott and let him do what Marriott keeps doing. Right, is it Luke Shepherd? I think that's his name, has been sent off. We were saying how it's the first time in a long while that we've had a proper defence and it lasted an hour. We're going to drop Edwards back to right back, and I think we'll do that. Have we got a defender on the bench who could maybe come on? Hamza can come on for Edwards. There we go. We've got a 16-year-old back in. Don't worry. We didn't have to go long without any 16-year-olds in our defence. We should probably stick Maddison in behind. How do you do tactics on this? I just want to stick Maddison in there. Just to make it a little less lopsided. And a bit more like a normal formation. I reckon Jack Marriott can do the job of two strikers anyway. He certainly scores the goals for two strikers. So lining up like this, it just looks like we're playing a diamond with a decent strike partnership up front. It's like we're not even down to 10 men. And we have held on. 2-0 victory. And that puts us up to 4th place in the league now. This is getting crazy. We're 4th in the league. Still just 2 points off top of the table. Wigan, we're now above Oxford, who are the team who were top of the league when that match kicked off. This is how close things are at the top of League One right now. And goodness me, is it good fun. Talking of Oxford, that's who we play now. Shepherd suspended for 2 games, so Hamza comes in at right back. Forrester comes back into the midfield at the expense of Grant. But all that aside, the other 9 are the same players that just won. I mean, I can't say we're unchanged when we made 2 changes. Don't even set yourself up to say it, Kev. Goodness me. So Oxford were top of the league 3 minutes ago. We've not been top of the league at any point this season. It would be quite nice to have a little go, even if we don't end up finishing there, because, like I say, if we win the league or if we get automatic promotion, I have no idea what we're doing on Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, for the last couple of days when I've realised what was going on anyway, the plan for Christmas Eve has been the playoffs. But we're 1-0 down anyway, and Ryan Ledson, one of the heroes of the Lollujo FC, my stream save, has just scored against us. What a monster. We'll have to make sure that we bin him off in that save if he's going to ruin this save for me. I need players who are loyal across all of my different saves, across all of the multiverse. Marriott's in, and of course, Jack Marriott is always going to score in that situation. Just on the stroke of half-time, we go in 1-1. And that'll do in the circumstances. Is that Clint in goal for them as well? Are they just full of Lollujo FC players, this Oxford team? Marriott forcing a save out of Clint. And he really needs to just throw a goal in for us to prove his loyalty to me, or else he's going to be out at Lollujo FC as well. It is difficult when you have so many saves on the go, making sure that players can be loyal to you across all these different teams. And we're now 2-1 down, and part of me thinks, luckily, automatic promotion looks like it's slipping away from us. And Oxford are definitely going to... We lost Hamza now. Why can't we keep a right back on the pitch? This is new. We don't even have a spare one this time. Edwards is just going to have to go back and play there. We'll move Maddison into the middle again, like we did in the last game. This isn't the time for people to start getting sent off regularly. Edwards, I thought Edwards was going to get sent off as well there. It's the curse of the right back. Marriott is in and grabs a second equaliser. What on earth would we be doing without Jack Marriott? I think it's fair to say, bit of a one-man team going on here. But can he complete that hat-trick and score an unlikely victory for us when we're down to 10 men and it's us on the attack? Edwards to Maddison, forces a save out of Clint. And Maddison with the corner, and it's another corner. Go on, let's have this one on Jack Marriott's head. Maddison crosses in, it falls back to Maddison again, and that's a poor cross from Edwards, I think. And it looks like this is winding now, but we do have one last corner, and oh, it did fall to Marriott, and I thought for a second there we'd want a penalty. In the end, it finishes 2-2. I have no idea what that's going to do to the league situation. We're back down to 6th now, because it's so volatile at this stage of the season. So we're back where we started, in 6th place. Not quite as attractive a position, because we're now 4 points behind Fleetwood, who were... we were 2 points behind top of the league at the start of the episode, but insanely, Oxford, who were top of the league at the start of the episode, are now down to 8th place. I have no idea how this season is going to end. It's getting fun. If you have enjoyed this episode, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager content. And thank you very much for watching.